Good morning, friends. Thank you so much for joining me for another story today. Before we start our story, I would like us to have a quick look at our insect jar. The insects that we've collected and how many. We've collected 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or have we, friends? Insects have 6 legs. A spider has 8. But the spider is part of the invertebrates family. So that's why I've got him in our insect jar. As well, spiders eat some of our insects and some of our insects eat the spider. So that's why I have included the spider in our insect jar, because we see them a lot around our playground, in our gardens, and even in our homes. And some of us aren't big fans of the spider. So today's story that we're going to be reading is On Beyond Bugs and All About Insects by Trish, Rabe. I am the cat in the hat, and I'm glad that I found you. Right now, if you look, you'll see insects all around you. They live in the waters, the earth and the sky. Just wait and you'll soon see an insect go by. There are millions of them. I will show you some to you today. Your mother will not mind at all if I do. Most insects you meet have hard shells and lay eggs. The praying mantis, the ladybug, grasshoppers, black ants, and the butterfly. They have wings and they can fly. And they have 6 legs. If you look at an insect close up, you will see that its body is in parts, and each insect has 3. We got the thorax, the abdomen, and the head. Those are the 3 parts of an insect: the head, the thorax, and the abdomen. First, the head, then the thorax, and here at the end is the longest part, which is called the abdomen. Insects cannot see all the things that are around them, so they each have 2 feelers to touch what's around them. An insect has feelers on the top of its head. Some look a lot like a thin piece of thread, while others look much more like feathers instead. Watch an insect and see all the things that it does. Some can swim, jump, or crawl. Others crimp or buzz or flash. Birds and frogs look for insects in order to eat them, so insects work hard to make sure they don't meet them. Some, like this wasp, have bright colors that say, "Don't come near me, I'll sting you, so just stay away." This moth's wings are more colored to look like a tree it is resting upon so that no one can see it. So it's kind of camouflaging itself because it's hard to see. This spittlebug sits and he spits a bubble. It's wet and it's cool and can save him from trouble. For when he is all covered in bubbly foam, if a hungry bird comes, he thinks, nobody's home. Here is a riddle. I learned from my mother, how's a skunk and a ladybug like one another? When danger is near, it is easy to tell. They suddenly give off a terrible smell. These busy insects are my friends, the ants. They like to eat seeds, other insects and plants. Ants are so strong and they lift things that weigh over 10 times their weight, and they do it all day. So if you were as strong as an ant, you would see you could lift up 10 cats in tall hats easily. Watch these honeybees, and I'm sure you'll agree that these bees are so busy as can be. Worker bees collect food and they keep in the hives and they keep their hives clean. They protect it from danger and wait on their queen. She must stay in one place. It is her job to lay dozens and dozens of eggs every day. There are the busy worker bees. When a bee has discovered where food can be found, she goes back to her friends and starts dancing around. First she wiggles, then she waggles. The circles are so all the other bees know which direction to go. We can grow lots of flowers with help from the bees. They store dust from each flower in the back of their knees. The dust is called pollen. Next, flower they find. When they land on it, they leave some pollen behind. This is called pollination, and it makes the new seeds that grow even more flowers, which everybody needs. Some insects I know can be unwanted guests. Fleas, flies, and mosquitoes can really be pests. Fleas live on the cats and dogs, rats, hamsters, and mice. Their bite is quite itchy, which is not too nice. But they're wonderful jumpers. Why, if we were fleas, we would jump over our house and we would do it with ease. Have you ever wondered, why does a fly buzz? Well, it beats its wings fast, and each time it does, its wings make a sound you can hear in your ear. And this sound lets you know there's a fly flying near. I don't think mosquitoes are very polite. When they're hungry, they land, and they sting when they bite. But it's only the female mosquitoes that do. Male mosquitoes will never come bother you. There are a lot of mosquitoes there. Caterpillars do something you might think is strange. They start out as one thing, then one day they change. Some spin a small house on a branch just like this. And this home that they make is called a chrysalis. If you watch it, you will see when a few weeks go by, it turns into a beautiful new butterfly. On warm summer evenings, you may see the lights of fireflies flashing off on in the night. They are like tiny flashlights that float in the sky, and if you want to catch them, it's all right to try. Use a jar with a lid, watch them glim and glow, then open the jar up and let them go. All day and all night, on the ground, in the air, insects are moving around, everywhere. It's important for us to keep learning about them. The world that we know couldn't go on without them. The butterfly, ladybug, ant, and bee make everything better for you and for me. I really hope you guys enjoyed the story today, friends. So we learned quite a bit about different insects in that story today. And we met quite a few different insects. So today's insect that I caught, and I caught it with my net because it's not my favorite insect, and that is the mosquito. Now let's learn a few things about the mosquito. In our book, we read some really fun, interesting facts about the mosquito. Let's see if we remember some of them. So, can a male, a boy mosquito, bite you? No, friends, it's the female mosquito that eats your blood. And the male mosquitoes feed on nectar like bees and butterflies. Mosquitoes can carry diseases and they can pass them on to humans. So we don't want mosquitoes to bite us in particular because it's not very nice to get bitten by a mosquito. It can be quite itchy. Now we have how many insects in our jar? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the spider. I hope you had fun learning about the different insects with me today, and you join me tomorrow for another story, because that's the best time of my day, is reading you a story. Have fun today, friends, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.